we moved to Chicago. Me, you, and Miracle. And shout out to Miracle.
Shout out to Miracle.
And Pastor Kramer let us stay. And remember that first week we was in the house, you wasn't getting no work. You like, everybody else getting work. Right. Man, right. You already know. Yeah. Like, I know some stuff too. Like, this cat was really moody. Yeah. But, like, I remember we went to...
Anybody moody when you ain't got no money.
Right.
At that point in time, I ain't saying I ain't had no money, but I ain't had no money.
Right.
Like, I'm moving off of, like, fumes, trying to get it. People, but look, all these cats are like, oh, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I'm over here moving on fumes,
right,
to get to where I want to go. You know what I mean?
Right. So we get there, you moving on fumes, and we what happened that first couple of days? You didn't come down to set. That second or third day you came. I was like, Larry, bro, I don't know how you gonna get on set. I was like, let's take a risk. Yeah. You know, like I'm an entrepreneur.
Come on, man.
You know, I was like, come on, let's take a risk. Yeah. Was you nervous that day though? Because like you didn't know like what to expect. That this is a bigger city, big set, Empire. We're on Empire.
No lie, yeah, I was nervous. I was definitely nervous for Empire because, like, it's Empire. And I remember, like, when it first came out, and I was, like, watching it for a season and, like, rocked with it low-key, you know what I mean?
Right.
I was never, like, a huge Empire. I don't even watch TV, so it's not even about me being a fan of the show because I do like this show.
Right.
Like, Terrence Howard is definitely one of my muses, you know what I mean?
Right.
But the hustle and flow, like, you know what I mean? Like, but anyways, like, the Empire, yeah, I was kind of nervous, really, just because I didn't know what to expect.
Right.
And, like, I mean,
you weren't even supposed to be there.
Yeah. And that's the main.
What did that show you, though?
Yeah. Like,
you blessed.
Yeah, man.
Favor. You know what I'm saying? You have favor.
Man, thank God.
Where was you at? When I remember you left,
Yeah, no. All right, so like.
Tell them that story.
My dude Isaac, man, it's kind of silly. Shout out to Isaac.
What do you sound like?
Video. I don't even remember. He's like, oh, you don't let people move up. Yeah. That's my dude, though. Like, I really mad respect to Isaac, though.
Right.
We talked to him, and he was like, really, he never seen me before, so at that time he didn't know me. He's just like, yeah, if we need him, we'll get him. Right. All that, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, whatever. Like, these guys on trash, they ain't messing with me.
Right.
So then I just like GPS on my phone, about to give me like a mile or something.
Right.
You know what I mean? Go chill, give me something to drink, a little snapper or something. And so as I'm at the store, I actually just leave the store, and then my phone's buzzing, and it's Diesel.
Yeah, me.
Like, hey man.
Me for you viewers. You talking about me?
Yeah, but he's like, so where you at, bro? Come on, man. They want you on set, bro.
I said more than that.
Yeah, man, you always playing around, man. You gotta go somewhere about all that. Like, yeah, man, I'll be on my time. Like, low key, like, I can't always be on my time, but you get what I'm saying, though.
Right.
Like, honestly, I just felt like they wasn't even gonna put me on.
Right.
So, like, I just was like, so I guess you could say I lost hope already because like, he just wasn't on and off rip when he first seen me. And I just was like, whatever, all right. But I'm like, all right, whatever, I'm just go to the store real quick, go get me whatever I need, and then slide back. And so like I said, you called me, I got back there. And so then they like, yeah, we want you to do this. I think it was a fan, maybe it was a concert or something like that. But all right, so do that. I'm like, all right, cool. So then then I just like get into it now. It's like I get to see the wardrobe and just the whole situation, like everything that they got going on in the Empire.
Right.
And yeah.
So that's crazy to think about because you brought back memories. I remember we went to that one set where I was playing with that Braxton dude. And I was like, you know, I did some
Rashida.
Yeah, her too. Oh yeah, that's my girl. Shout out to her. I see her grinding.
Right.
She grinding. She be posting. So we do that, and you seen like different types of acting. Then you started to go. I remember we, you started to get paid. You started to get, paid. A little bit good change. Piece of change.
Check start rolling in.
Start coming in, and I'm like, I remember you was like really trying to grind. You was like, man, I'm going on set. Like, Larry, calm down, bro.
But look, the thing is like my mental had me on some like the 9 to 5 still. Like mentally, I was still on a 9. Even though I was in the area that I wanted to be in, I was still on a 9 to 5
mentality.
Yeah. Right. So it's like, all right, the more hours I put in, more I'm gonna get paid. And of course that's true.
Right.
But you have to have time for yourself.
Yeah.
If you don't got time for yourself, it's not even going to equate to like what you want it to be anyways.
Right.
So.
But that first couple weeks, I needed that push because of you. Because you like got me like, oh damn, I gotta work.
Yeah.
Like you got me working like, you know, like I had to work at a high level, like that I had to work.
You got to, because you got to put that time in. And it was nothing wrong with us putting that time in at the time. Like we was going to set, we'd be leaving for set at 9 in the morning or before that. Like realistically, like 6, 5. I mean, we up at 4, probably 5, 6, whatever. But regardless, 5, 6, and then we ain't get home till 11. And then we got to be at set again.
We went to the gym too.
And went to the gym.
And what was that? Matson.
Yeah, Matson. Yeah. I mean, but still had to be at the gym, or still had to be set in the morning.
Yeah.
And they had to go all the way that whole day and work that set or whatever. Maybe double set it.
Yeah.
And then
we did a couple.
Still got to work the next day. You know what I mean? And then like even though, hold on, what was I about to think of? The one time when we worked. I think we worked Empire set, and we was there all night. Like literally, probably didn't get home till like 1 or 2, and had to be on meds set the next day.
Dang!
And we woke up at the time of set.
Yeah.
But and if you guys don't know, like Markham's about like 45 minutes
with traffic.
With traffic.
Yeah. To
Chicago.
Yeah.
So. You got to think, and that's just to Chicago. Like we're not even going to Chicago; we're going past Chicago.
Right,
you know what I'm
saying?
So like even that fact, or the fact of that, like we woke up super late, and like then it's like, all right, man, listen, because at this point I think we put a lot of time in, so we were like really drained for real.
Yeah, we was tired.
So it's like, all right, we're gonna get there. Like I mean, you keep calling like you need us there, so we're gonna get there. So, I mean, we just, like, woke up, took our showers, you know what I'm saying, got ready for the day.
I told you not to rush. I was like, man, I ain't rushing, bro. They need me. They need us.
And then we slid down there, and just everything was gravy from there.
Remember that day they bumped me up to? Yeah. He's like, oh, today's your lucky day.
Yeah, right. He brought you up to the stand-in, right?
Yeah. I told you, and then we got paid. Like,
and then guess what I got to do? I was tired that whole time, so I got to lay in the bed as a patient and sleep.
What worked out? Always worked out.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So we did all that and Pastor Cream there.
Right.
And I want you to talk about, you know, Pastor Cream is abused. You're you're a big dude. That's my dude.
It's like
it's my pops, you know.
It's even before this Chicago stuff though.
Right. Tell him about Pastor Cream though.
So Pastor Cream was definitely a huge influence in my life, even like I mean, I've been in the church since I was super young. So like I don't even remember when, but I remember like I used to be in a nursery, like watching his kids and stuff like that too. Like, and I mean, he was like the best youth pastor a kid could ask for real. You know what I mean? Like he was just super cool. Like he was just super cool, man.
Right.
And he's just like I've never seen.
He never yelled at us either.
Nah, like
not once. We should have got yelled at.
Yeah, like
a few times. I'm talking about recently. I'm not talking about when we was younger too, but recently.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
You know, but regardless,
you though.
Like, but like.
Well, what do you mean to you though?
Yeah, I mean, but he just means like, oh, man, how do I put it? He's just like he's like a father figure in my life. Yeah. So, I mean, maybe my spiritual leader.
Right.
That's like that's what he means to me. Like he I know he's never gonna steer me wrong, and I mean I surround myself by people I hope would never steer me wrong. But regardless, I know he's just genuinely a great person, and genuinely cares for others before he cares for himself. Yeah. And so. I mean, that's just that explains him in a nutshell, really. You know what I mean?
Go through a wall for that dude.
Yeah, and I literally I would do anything for Pastor Kareem because he would do anything for me.
Right. I remember that day we was driving, he was talking, and he was talking like deep. I don't remember that conversation like vividly yet, but I remember he almost made me tear up. And I was like, damn, I look at this dude like my dad, kind of. You know, I know he's not, but I looked at him like a father figure because without that man, none of us is. I'm not at the level I am now without that man.
But it's not even that though. Yeah. And that's what people like. You can't start that from Chicago though. Yeah. Like that. If he wasn't, you could imagine we had a different youth pastor. Right. And I don't know who it could have been. It could have just been some random cat. that like was also in church and stuff like that.
Right.
But he could have made things like dull and not interesting for us, and he could have like turned our minds to not even like pay attention to anything that's being said. Where Pastor Kareem can engage with you, come to your level, and like make you feel comfortable, even though he's a pastor or preacher or whatever. He's still gonna like he's not like